Good afternoon, grade 2. How are you doing today? It's time for the English class, so please take out your reading books. Open the books page 286 287. Kindly write down today's date, 14th of February 2021. Put down your pencils. Our culture makes us special. This is the concept for this week. You're going to learn about different cultures or how the cultures can be different. Teacher, what does it mean, the word culture? Cultures means a way of living for certain people in a certain country. If you look at the Saudi people and the Indian people, they have different language, different habits or different things they do, different kind of education, different schools, different food, different clothes. So this is culture. So the culture is a way of living for certain people in a certain country or region. Good. Now, let us see the question for this week. How are kids around the world different? You as kids, of course, you're not the same for other kids around the world. Of course, there are some similarities. This means the same things you do, and you have some differences, like different things you do or you have. Okay, let us watch this video to know more about the answer for this question.
Our culture makes us special. How are kids around the world different? Do you know how to play Mancala? If you lived in Africa like these children, you would. Children
Can you see this game? It is common or popular in Africa, but not in all African cities or countries, of course. Maybe it's popular or common in some of the African countries. Children can play this there.
all around the world love to play games. Each culture has games that are special. In China, children like to play xiangqi, or Chinese chess. The pieces look different than the chess.
And even the chess here is different in China. You know the chess, this is like using the white and black game. We use to king and queen and so on and soldiers and okay, this is a popular or common game around the world, but look at here in China how it is different.
Chess we play here in the United States, but the game is similar. Does it look like these children in Wales are playing Duck, Duck, Goose? They are playing a similar game called I Wrote a Letter to My Love.
So even the two games here, Duck, Duck and Goose, it has another name in other places like I Wrote a Letter to My Love and so on. So maybe the concept is the same, but the name or how to play the game is different.
In Sri Lanka, Carom is a popular game.
Yes, this is Carom. I think we have it here in our country and we can play it.
For children to play. Now take a moment to think of your culture. What games are special to you?
Good, that's great. So again, so are the kids are different only in the playing games? Of course, no. They have more and more differences. Now we can get to know some other differences between the kids
world
around
for
the
kids. Hey, kids! When you look around at the people in your neighborhood or town, who do you see? How would you describe the people that live nearby? Are they friends? Part of your family? Strangers? Some of them might be boys or girls. Some adults. And some kids. Some people might be tall, others short. Some might go to your school, while others might go to a different school. Some may have brown or black hair, the same skin color as you, or maybe a different skin color. Perhaps they wear formal clothing, or t-shirts and jeans, or maybe even something more unusual. Depending on where you live, the people in your neighborhood or town might look a lot like you, or they might look different.
So this is the point. So the similarities and differences come from this point, the region or the place where you live. So if people live in the same place or the same region, they have They have the same things, I think, and if they live in different regions, if you compare yourself as a kid to another kid in United States, of course you'll notice some differences there. Like the
Maybe you live
shape, the
somewhere
color, and the language, and so on.
where there is a mix of people of all colors, shapes, sizes, and behaviors. The bottom line is that everyone is different. We're all unique in.
That's it. The bottom line that everyone is different, but we are unique. Good. Let's read now around the world. This is a game called cricket. What is a cricket, teacher? This game that you see here in this picture, it is common in some countries. It is not common here in Saudi Arabia, okay? But people who travel to America, you can play it or you can see it there, popular. In Pakistan and India too, this is popular there or common there. So here, it is a common game in many countries around the world. The game is played with two teams. We use a bat and a ball. This is a bat. You see what the boy is holding in his hands? He is holding a bat. And a ball, you see the ball? This is a ball. You hit the ball and run toward the other end of the field to score. This is how to play cricket. Now it's time to think about some games that are special to our culture. What games are special to our culture? And how are these same and different from cricket? If we talk about like soccer, okay, how it is the same? Yes, soccer, we use a ball. We use a ball to play soccer, and there are two teams. This is the same. How they're different? We play soccer with our legs or our feet. We can use our head and so on. And when it's time to score a goal, you need to score the goal in the net. And there is a goalkeeper too. That's great. Now it's time to learn the new vocabulary for today, and they're gonna be your dictation for Thursday. We have those words for today. We have the word common, costume, customs, favorite, parades, surrounded, travels, and wonder. Let's read number 1. Tag is a common game that children like. So when something is common that like, it is, yes, so many people or a group of people can do it or share it. Like the common places like parks, stores, malls, many people can share it or visit it. Common things are common things that people can do. So when something is common, this means it's common to a group of people. It is shared by all of them. Shared by all of them. Okay? Like tag, common game. Soccer is a common game. Volleyball is a common because people or all people can do it. A park is a common place as people can share going or can all of people go and visit it. What are some common places to go in your neighborhood? Yes, like parks, libraries, stores, malls. That's great. So who can use the word common in a sentence? Excellent. The library is a common place where people can go and borrow some books. Perfect. Number 2 is costume. Each actor in the play wore a colorful costume. What does it mean, costume, teacher? Costume likes a special clothes we wear. A special clothes we wear.
Costume. A costume is clothing you wear to look like something or someone else.
Do you see the girl here? She looks a crown and a special dress, and she holding her magician stick. She looks like a princess. So this is a costume. Okay, so a costume is clothing you wear to look like something or someone else. Okay, when else might people wear costumes? In the wedding parties, excellent. In the parties in general, that's great. or when we play or we have a play, or when we act. Excellent. All your answers are super. And the third word is customs. Customs. What does it mean, customs? Customs, this means actions or habits people used to do many years before and still doing it over and over again. A turkey dinner and a family gathering are Thanksgiving. If you look at the picture of this family here, what they're doing, yes, they are celebrating the Thanksgiving Day. This is not in our culture to celebrate this day, but we can celebrate Eid al-Fitr or Eid al-Adha. So in our custom that you sacrifice a sheep or an animal, then you give that meat for other people, you share it with them. Or we visit our families on holidays. This is our customs. Things people did many years before and still doing it over and over again. This is the meaning of the word customs. Yes, here there is a clear picture for them. So the word custom, if a group of people has a custom, they have something they do over and over again. Tell about your holiday customs. What we usually do on the holiday many years before and still do it till now. Yes, in the holiday we visit our family. Good. You know, on Jum'ah time or Friday, we have Friday's prayer. Some they open and they prepare lunch for their families. Yes, they gather with their families and they go to like places. Muslims go and pray in the mosque. They have lunch together. This is the customs. And number 4 is favorite. When something is favorite, this means you like it most or you like it better. Autumn is our favorite season because we like cool weather best. So the word favorite means something we like more or most. Or something you like the best. That's the meaning of the word favorite. What is your favorite season? You like winter. Why do you like winter? Because it is cold. Great. You like spring. Spring is your favorite season. Why? You enjoy the fresh air and the flowers. That's good. Very nice. Parades. Number 5 in page 289, the word parades. Parades. What does it mean, parades? Our band marches in town parades. Parades means when people or bands gather in one place to show like music or playing or any show, this is parade. Yes, large groups of people, including bands, moving through a public place for a special event. They are celebrating something like celebrating the New Year or celebrating a memorial event in the country. This is the word parade. What do you like about parades? In the parades, we have many parts, like a clown parts, music parts, dancing parts, marching parts. So which part do you like? Marching. And what about you? Music part. What about you? Dancing part? Okay, this is wonderful. Surrounded. Do you remember the word island that we have the last week in the vocabulary part? What we said about island? It is a land surrounded by water. So surround this means in all sides around you. In all sides. We were surrounded by flowers. Look at the girls here in the picture. Where are they? In the middle of flowers. Flowers are everywhere around them.
Surrounded. If something is surrounded by something else, the first thing is closed in on all sides by the second thing.
That's it. It looks like a circle. So when you are surrounded, this means you are in the middle of a circle of something. Okay, how might you travel to a place surrounded by water? A place surrounded by water. This is island. How might you travel to an island? By a ship. Excellent. By a boat. Perfect. This is good. And we have the verb travels. Travel, this means to move from a place to place by a vehicle like a car, a taxi, or a train or an airplane.
Travels. If someone travels to a place, he or she makes a trip there.
That's it. So when we travel, we make a trip. What travels along a track? What travels along a track? He is asking here about what vehicle? Car, taxi, airplane, train, bus. So the thing that travel along a track, this is a train. So who can use the word or the verb travels in a sentence? Last weekend we traveled to, we traveled to the country or traveled to the countryside. Who can use surrounded in a sentence? The island is surrounded by water. Excellent. And for the word parade, who can use parade in a sentence? I watched a parade for the new year. Excellent. Who can use the word favorite? English is my favorite class. Super. Who can use the word customs in a sentence? Customs are part of our culture. Super answer. Costume. We wore different costumes for the school party. Super excellent. And for the word common, you said a sentence. A library is a place where people go and borrow books. And the last word is wonder. When you wonder, this means you ask or you want to know something. I wonder when it will stop raining. Look at the girl. She's thinking or she wants to know. So if you wonder about something, you think. You think about it because you're curious about it. You're curious, this means you want to know about it. I wonder what food is my mom is cooking today. I'm hungry. So this means you're sitting and thinking about the lunch now. Or I wonder about the quiz. What are questions we are going to have in the quiz? Okay. What are some things you wonder about? You wonder about the lunch, what you're going to have. You wonder about what you're going to do in the weekend. That's perfect. So those were the words for today's class. Common, costume, customs, favorite, parades, surrounded, travels, and wonder. Turn the page. It's time for reading now. This is the story for this week. Happy New Year. So let's start reading. I celebrated the New Year twice in 1 year. Do you wonder how? I celebrated the holiday in the United States and then in China. On December 31st, our city had a celebration to welcome the new year. The celebration began with a parade. A band played music and I got my face painted like a lion. Then I watched a man carve animals from ice. We were surrounded by fun. Just before midnight, everyone went to the park. The crowd counted down the last seconds of the old year. Then came my favorite part, the thing I like most. Pop, pop, pop. Fireworks like a shower of colorful lights sprinkled down from the sky. That was the beginning of a story. We have a girl here, she's counting or telling us, narrating what happened with her in the new year. She celebrated the new year twice. The word twice here means 2 times. Do you wonder how? This means do you want to know or do you ask how? She celebrated in the United States and China. Here we have the word or the verb began. This is the past of the verb begin. It means started. So when something began, this means something started. Like the English class started 15 minutes before. The word band, a band played music. So a band, this means a group of people who used to play music. And then I watched a man carve animals from ice. Carve, this means to cut something into shape. Like I give you a big piece of wood and I ask you to cut it into a lion or cut it into a heart shape. And you have to use your own tools to cut it. Just before midnight, everyone went to the park. The crowd countdown. The crowd, this means a lot of people gathering in one place or many people gathering in one place. Where can you see the crowd? In the street or in the stadium where they're watching a football match. How to count down? The word count down, this means to count. Yes, like 10, 9, 8, 7, and so on. This is how to count down. Then came my favorite part. You see the word favorite? We said in the beginning of the video that favorite means something you like most. And here there is a definition here. So this is a sentence clue. What is a sentence clue, teacher? It's a phrase or a part of a sentence that help you understand the meaning of some new words. Pop, pop, pop. Fireworks like a shower of colorful lights sprinkled. So sprinkle like to rain. Rain down or pour down from the sky. So again, sprinkled means rained from the sky. This means rain heavily or a lot of fireworks are popping up. You see how the fireworks are there, popping in the sky. You see the colors? They have very different colors. Well, we finished the reading part now. It's time for the Your Turn book. Take out the Your Turn 171. Write down today's date, 14th of February. And 21. Here we have a practice upon the words that we have today. Common, costume, customs, favorite, parades, surrounded, travels, and wonder. Let's read the story and try to complete the sentences. My family around the country. What the family can do around the country? Yes, excellent. Travels. So write here travels. We see different and celebration wherever we go. What can you see wherever you go? So again, think about that. Customs, yes. Different customs, like different habits or different things people do. We visited a town that is by farms. So if the town is in the middle of the farms and all the farms around the town. So here Yes, surrounded. In summer, the people gather in a shared space. You see the word share here? So when something is shared for people, this means common or common area. For a harvest fair. We also visited a city that has many in the streets. Many parades. What we see in the streets? Parades. The marching clowns are my part. When you like something or the parts in this parade, this means favorite. Each clown wears a funny what? What the clown wear? Costume. Excellent. Costume. What we will see next. Now I want to know what will happen next. This means wonder. I wonder what we will see next. That's what this page is practice upon the words we learned today. We finished our class. Thank you so much for listening and watching.